Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between OC versus HuG. This game taking place on Last Refuge from the WGL Warcraft Gold League Open March Division. On the top right hand side of the map we have OC spawning as, well, the dark green orc. Meanwhile over here on the bottom left hand side of the map we have HuG spawning as the purple orc versus orc in this mirror match, and I am expecting a little bit of one base play, maybe going up into maybe mid 50s supply when you try to attack and engage. But I am expecting a small micro battle in this matchup, especially here on Last Refuge. But then again, I've been wrong in the past, and the meta has taken some left turns on me. So sit down, watch, enjoy this game with me. We are looking at Barracks and Altar of Storms. Really, the first decisions we have to see are what the hero choices are going to be. Is it going to be Blade Master first or Farseer first? Blade Master coming across from OC, and we are looking at another Blade Master coming in from HuG. This is a true mirror match already as things are getting underway. Next timing will be whether or not there is a Voodoo Lounge, and it looks like Voodoo Lounges are one Voodoo Lounge is being established, no Voodoo Lounge coming in from OC, which means that, well, HuG is going to be a little bit delayed in his Great Hall getting to Tier 2, but he should be able to buy some items quickly and then venture forth and put in a bit more pressure. 20 over 21 supply here. I'm wanting to see if they're going to use that extra 1 supply that Blizzard gave orc players to try and, well, change their build orders a little bit more, give them access to a little bit more lumber early on. And this actually doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You have the time to set this up. You know you're going to need lumber later on as you get to tier 3. You want the bestiary, you want I don't know, either the Spirit Lodge or the Torrent or the Torrent Totem, and you also want to train up your Shadow Hunter, so you will need a good amount of lumber here. All right, all of that extra time there finally being brought over. Could have trained one extra, but decided not to do it. Meanwhile, what is the Blade Master doing? Blade Master of OC quickly making its way out across the map and going after this Forest Troll High Priest, and now getting a lucky ensnare against a Grunt. All right, 4 units surround with Wand of Illusion, beautifully done and executed here. Gonna finish off this Grunt. That Grunt gonna get taken down. And, well, we are already seeing OC with some, ingenious play at the start. All right, there goes that Grunt now. Try making the mini-map black. Okay, so, oh, wait. Oh, there we are. All right, try making the mini-map black so I can see what's going on. All right, that actually does help out quite a bit. Thank you. Blade Master now going after that Ogre Warrior here as the Blade Master now makes its way back down. Meanwhile, Blade Master Illusions are already making their way off to the north as the real Blade Master going after this Forest Troll High Priest. I don't know why I never thought of that. Well, I always just played red versus blue as a player, so the colors really never made much of a difference. Coming back across off to the north, we're going to see this Blade Master get to level 2 here in just a second. Meanwhile, HuG is actually a bit behind, does have Claws of Attack +5 and Gloves of Haste. His opponent has Wands of Illusion, so he's actually losing in the item war. Interestingly enough, off over by HuG. HuG actually took a little bit or lost a Grunt earlier on, but meanwhile OC needs to try and save this Grunt off over here. Blade Master now going to be coming back across the other side. Are we going to perhaps break? Oh, Scroll of Speed being used right there. Blade Master not going to be able to catch up to that Grunt easily. There is a Windwalk and Scroll of Speed, but it's not going to be enough to really take it down, especially as there's going to be Grunts and some natural protection here. Well, no, I take it back. Maybe that Grunt will be able to run back inside, or will not be able to run back inside easily, and the Blade Master sneaks on out. All right. What is this Blade Master looking to do? And this is always the taunt of the Blade Master and Orc players. Has the Blade Master really left that base? Coming over here to the bottom left-hand side of the map, Stronghold is now done. Shadow Hunter already starting to be trained. There we are, Shadow Hunter as well. And HuG, well, looks as though he knows exactly what he wants. He already has 215 lumber. Maybe he didn't need that extra peon at all, as the Blade Master now going after, after those peons here, but Orc Burrow still offering plenty of protection. We are going into that Tauren Totem. We should be looking at Spirit Link as well. Blade Master is right here. You got to be careful that the Shadow Hunter pops out at the right or wrong time. A quick Hex could mean death to the Blade Master, as the Blade Master would then, well, be stunned for a couple of seconds, meaning, well, no Windwalk in order to get away. Blade Master Windwalker is faster than the Grunt's Speed Scroll. I always thought Speed Scroll maxed out your movement speed. But I guess a wind walking Speed Scrolled Blade Master still moves faster. BM also used Speed Scroll, so but I thought there was maximum speed. Yeah, it was there. That's why he was able to run past and run into the base easily without getting attacked. Off to the north. Well, Golem already getting taken down here. Blade Master halfway to level 3. Shadow Hunter halfway to level 2. As we're clearing out this 5-3-3 creep camp. HuG in a little bit of trouble, as he is only sitting on level 2, level 1. And what you want to do at this stage in the game is you want to get your Blade Master to level 3, and then have that level 3 Blade Master harass your opponent. By doing exactly that, by harassing your opponent at that point and stage in the game, um, and having your Blade Master at 3, you can even get some easy steals or perhaps force them to, creep a little bit slower, but that just doesn't seem to be the case here. Shadow Hunter now coming back across there. That is just an illusion as well. No real damage is going to be done. Blade Master still wandering around here, going after a Grunt. Is going to be able to finish it off there. Are we going to perhaps see a Hex? No Hex right there. Blade Master healing wave as the Blade Master is still trying to get 1 or 2 more shots after. There is that Hex right now. Grunt now trying to retreat back. Is it going to actually go the wrong way as the Blade Master now makes its way down? Blade Master, there's a Dust of Appearance. There's a quick Hex right there. Are we going to see a Disenchant? No, we do not. Blade Master is now back out onto the field as we're going to be going into an engagement here. All right, Orc purple versus, well, green and green versus purple or green in this matchup, as the Forest Troll Berserker now trying to back away. Grunt trying to run his way. Also a very fast moving Seal heading on home, as the units are just running around in circles in the middle portion of the map. All right, no expansions as of yet. 40 over 51 supply, and there's another Windwalk strike there, trying to take down that Shadow Hunter, as we are not going into tier 3 as of yet. War Mill now getting added in. We are getting up adept training on those units, as we are going into bestiary for those raiders and ensnare. Units are already retreating back. Meanwhile, Blade Master trying to shut things down across here, but Spirit Link going to make it difficult for any one unit to actually take critical damage and get taken down. Blade Master, well, once more retreating back, higher damage on HuG's Blade Master. OC actually has a Belt of Giant Strength, double Circlets of Nobility. Meanwhile, HuG has double Claws of Attack, plus 5 Circlet of Nobility, and double Gloves of Haste. So going to be attacking fairly quickly. 43 supply on both sides. There goes some ensnares down, as this creep camp is just going to be divided and conquered. We're off over here to see who, but, well, we're looking at OC picking up the better items, as the Ogre Magi was still back there. All right, going to go into an engagement. Tome of Manual of Health being read right there, as OC engaging back and forth against a bunch of units that are trying to heal each other. Scroll of Healing also being used. Spirit Link being cast. And, well, there goes one Raider. Raiders are getting traded back and forth. Spirit Link still being cast. Blade Master getting in 92 critical strikes, still fighting its way through. Level 2 critical strike coming in from OC, so we should be seeing some higher critical strikes, but I haven't really seen it as of yet, as we're looking at this one Spirit Walker escape away at 2 hit points. More damage coming back across. There's a 102 critical strike, 80 point. I believe that was just a critical strike, normal 123. So OC is benefiting from that higher level Blade Master, as the Blade Master here trying to finish off some more units, and there goes a Spirit Link as well, followed by some healing salves. Peons joining in on the battle to spread apart some of that Spirit Link. There goes a Blade Master finishing off a Forest Troll Berserker in addition. 37 supply compared to 40, as new units getting trained back up. All right. After all of that, we saw slight off of that slight battle. No one really came out ahead. Game is still pretty much neck and neck. Great save on a low hit point Raider, low hit point Spirit Walker on both sides, but we're looking at OC following up this play just a bit better. He's taking this time to clear out the other Goblin Merchant shop, now having level 3 on the Shadow Hunter. And now I guess the ball is in HuG's court to see what he feels comfortable trying to creep out. And he's actually going to go for this Ogre Lord here, being able to pull it down. And this is really one of the benefits and one of the strengths of Orc. Orc able to use Ensnare on Raiders. Raider needs to get away. Raider could take a Shockwave. No, does not take the Shockwave. Item is going to be picked up. It is a Hood of Cunning, Intelligence, and Agility. Both very, very important on that Blade Master. And now giving him plus 17 damage. Coming back through, the OC is a bit more prepped for battle. Kodo Beast, heal, Clarity Potions, Shadow Hunter nearly maxed out on mana, or getting maxed out on mana. Blade Master nearly maxed out on mana. Meanwhile, the army of HuG is just going to be a little bit, have a little bit of wear and tear on the tires, so to speak, at the start of the battle. You're looking at the Blade Master, a little bit less mana, Healing Wave being used to try and make up some of that difference. And we could be looking at level 4 Blade Master here with level 2 Windwalk if the timing is right. Rock Golem going to get taken down. Item is going to be a Potion of Greater Healing. There's another Healing Wave bouncing around again. And we're still looking off to the north here. Blade Master perhaps going to try and go after this creep camp here. Nope, not quite yet. Gonna go ahead and just straight up engage both sides, playing each other, and their timings are just spot on in when they are actually going to be in their opponent's base. All right, Voodoo Lounge being placed down as well. 51 supply compared to 50. OC accidentally going into 51 supply. That could be a bit of bad news. Meanwhile, who has the better Sim City Sim base here to try and protect? We are researching Pillage by OC as well, as the Peons are now trying to fight back, but there are no, I repeat, no reinforced defenses. Instead, going for spiked barricades. As well, deals 5 damage per attack plus an additional 20% of the attacker's damage. So yeah, it could be actually rather high damage indeed. Yeah, like small units would take a lot more damage here, as we're looking at the Stronghold about to get taken down. Meanwhile, down here, Stronghold is already removed. And what is this scenario? I was not expecting both strongholds to be destroyed. Peons are already off on the other side as well. Are we just going to get a reversal, building up another base in your opponent's base type of situation? All right, is Pillage researched? It does not look like Pillage was researched by OC, not in time, as we are now also limited on lumber, unable to build anything else new here. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 3. We are looking at spiked barricades, reflecting back some damage. Blade Master is off over here, and well, gonna be forced that retreat back as well. Peons now trying to make their way back around and out again. All right, spiked barricade here, reflecting back a little bit of damage, and this is a base race scenario. Army size is 43 supply compared to 47. The amount of workers being the real difference here, as both sides have 35 supply armies. And is a new base going to try and be established here? Scroll of Speed now being used to go and engage. Here we are. There's a straight off fight here. Disenchant trying to remove some of that Spirit Link, getting recast back off. All right, still more Healing Wave bouncing around, as OC gonna lose that Kodo Beast and that big damage bonus. Meanwhile, HuG still having his Kodo Beast, but not really devouring anything as of yet. All right, he wants to eat something, but he's not quite sure what he's gonna eat yet. And there are Spirit Walkers and just other things right next to him. Why isn't he bringing them into the fight, as we're looking at a bunch of Peons here as well? All right, Kodo getting ensnared there. Major damage bonus going to be lost. More damage getting pushed on through, as we're looking at that Kodo Beast. Well, still somehow staying alive. Not that much piercing damage, as the Kodo Beast still leading the charge here, and Raiders still getting off plenty of ensnares. 37 supply compared to 34. 22 supply army compared to 29. And HuG does have the advantage, as he has more fighting units. Chasing over here to the top right hand side of the map, well, Spirit Walkers continuing to add up a little bit of damage. Blade Masters sitting at level 3, not yet quite ready to get to level 4. And well, this is at the situation where you're just trying to get experience and try to make something happen. Peons, what's going on here? Armies coming back together, trying to regroup, and the Kodo Beast could get surrounded by pedestrians. Here, a Kodo Beast eats a peon, but a major Kodo, major unit lost in this. Or, well, nope, not lost yet, as a healing wave is trying to survive or keep it alive. All right, Blade Master is still trying to make room. Are we going to see another? Oh, there's more Spirit Link. Are we going to see? There's a Windwalk Strike. Are we going to see a healing wave? Not quite enough mana in the tank, as the Shadow Hunter unable to, well, keep that alive there. Peons, Blade Master now getting up to level 4, trying to finish off more of those units again and again. Meanwhile, Raider is down across over here. Spiked Barricades going to be the main fight here, and you can see how much damage is getting reflected back onto the Raiders here. We are looking at a Voodoo Lounge off on the other side. More Raiders getting trained by OC, actually. He has a bit of gold. Must have sold some items, perhaps, as another, well, building gets taken out. This is still neck and neck, 22 supply compared to 31. The Peons could try and get in some repairs for additional hit points on those buildings. Additional hit points on those buildings then reflect more damage back with reinforced defenses. As we're taking a look, well, it's about 18 damage per swipe against this Voodoo Lounge. Peons now making their way back off to the north. Army is going to try and do a bit of a chase here. We are looking at a quick ensnare and ensnare followed by a hex. Spirit Walker now going into the ethereal form and, well, going to be taking a minimal damage. Blade Master trying to heal back up, but now needs to regroup with the rest of his army, as we're looking at Raiders finishing off some of these things off over here. All right, no additional mining happening anywhere that I can see. Reinforced defense is not being researched. Actually, a bit helpful, as the Raiders don't get bonus damage against those orc burrows. So that could have been a calculated risk there. Actually interesting that the player who has reinforced defenses has less orc burrows. All right. Units now being retreated back. Well, see, if I turn on the terrain, you can't really see green on this map. So yeah, going back to here. All right, Raiders making their way back to the bottom left again once more. Shadow Hunter units trying to retreat back still. Blade Master sitting at level 4. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 3. Gonna go ahead and clear out some of these creep camps here. There are still red creep camps to clear out. The question is how much healing and how much mana you can get onto the Shadow Hunters. That is the question now. And mana regeneration, incredibly important. Actually, agility. Oh, Mana Stone onto the Shadow Hunter greatly changes the outcome of this fight, as HuG now has a powerful consumable item that translates to, well, presence on the battlefield. However, there are more Raiders for OC. Blade Master going to be caught off over here. Are we going to see any more units being trained? And no units can be trained because he just simply doesn't have enough orc burrows. With not enough orc burrows, he cannot get up an additional Raider. So OC actually has more damage potential, so to speak, against the buildings which you need to keep alive. Mana regen, critical. All right, there we are. That, well, Mantle of Intelligence. It looks like the Shadow Hunter is getting all the items that he needs right now, as HuG may start to be able to pull a little bit in the lead and have an army that can actually fight back against Raiders. Shadow Hunter still sitting at level 3. We'll see what item is going to be dropped. Thank you for the cheer. Every little bit does definitely help. Thank you for the cheer. Thank you very much. Just got word that I might be losing partnership on YouTube, and if that is the case, well, I don't know what that really means for me. I don't do this for the money. I love it, but it's hard to justify spending 25 hours a month for nothing. Thanks. Well, hello everyone. So yeah, thank you for every little bit that you guys help. Well, I need to get. It's not really YouTube. I need to get AdSense and get a whole bunch of other things properly set up. I've been partnered with Machinima and Fullscreen and so many other partnering programs for so long that I didn't know. I don't know what it looks like to just get paid straight from YouTube. All right, OC gonna get into a little bit of trouble here. There is a Spirit Link. There is a Healing Wave trying to bounce around that seal, just pretty much walking very slowly, seemingly forever, and still gets taken out. 26 supply now compared to 25 units now making their way back off to the north. There is another disenchant for that save. No, it's yeah, it's not YouTube. I think I need to get things set up and AdSense properly set up, but I don't know how to do that, or I won't know how to do that until a little bit later. There goes another ensnare down, but it looks like purple is just really punishing green, or yeah, purple is just really punishing green, or is green really punishing purple? Difficult to tell. Shadowhunter is actually in a little bit of trouble. Oh, dropped the Mantle of Intelligence, used the Mana Stone, picked it back up, and then Healing Waved. So beautiful use to get every bit of extra mana, as OC now gets to level 5 on his Blade Master. Could be rather difficult to finish him off. All right. The Blade Master looking to take down the Bestiary here. He's taking a little bit of damage per swipe. Yeah, if I turn on terrain, yeah, you can't see green moving around the map or any of the buildings. All right, a lot of lumber being collected here. HuG still sitting at 27 or 279 gold. He doesn't have a voodoo lounge, so he can't buy additional clarity potions. Meanwhile, we're looking at HuG actually going after this Ogre creep camp and picks up a Helm of Valor. Helm of Valor, incredibly useful. Are they going to switch Helm of Valor? No, just gives it straight to the Blade Master. Blade Master now has plus 22 attack. Shadowhunter holding on to that Gloves of Haste instead, as the Shadowhunter, well, with additional intelligence, could recover more mana, but now making its way over here back to the bottom left, a little bit too far from home. Blade Master trying to finish things off here. There's Spirit Link. Are we going to perhaps get a Healing Wave? There's some peons trying to repair, and well, the peon should have been trying to repair a little bit earlier, as we're looking at more engagement here. All right, there goes another Hex down onto, I believe that is a Raider. Yeah, a Raider is going to get finished off here. Blade Master trying to finish off all of the last of the extra peons, and there is just one peon left here, trying to, well, retreat back away. 24 supply, no over 0 compared to 20 supply over 30. Base race scenario. OC, however, building an additional voodoo lounge and will be able to get more healing going with those clarity potions. It looks as... Oh, nope, that forest troll trapper, even though I see green here, I guess that's the creeps. Creeps showing up as green on the mini-map for a split second, making it difficult to spot the Blade Master. Anyways, double circlets of nobility, OC versus HuG. What items were purchased here? It looks like a clarity potion was in fact purchased, and that was pretty much it. Building up a voodoo lounge just to buy one clarity potion, was it worth it? Coming back on the other side, HuG has no peons, no real way to do anything. Perhaps could buy a scroll of healing, as we see another another hex going onto a Raider. Raider now in a massive run. There is a hex onto the Shadowhunter. Units trying to create a little bit of separation, and the army supply 16 compared to 22, as the Blade Master wants to perhaps windwalk and catch up to that Raider, get in front. There's a windwalk strike right there, adding in that damage again and again. This is not the situation where you want to try and heal with Healing Wave. There's not enough units with the Healing Wave to bounce around and get more damage through, as the Spirit Walker could go into ethereal form and, well, try and stop some of that damage as well. All right, there is another Hex again. There's another disenchant, as both sides are still fighting their way through. There goes another Hex onto that Blade Master, but this is just still cutting it extremely close. Blade Master of OC actually going after the remaining buildings, and what's going to come out ahead here, as the Spirit Walker down to 22 hit points, going to get taken out by fellow Spirit Walkers as well. Blade Master doesn't deal that much damage against Tauren totems, especially with spiked barricades. Getting spiked barricades actually a very good call, reflecting damage back, as there's only 2 buildings left. One of those strange situations where Shockwave could make a big difference here, as we're also looking at HuG making sure to take down that Voodoo Lounge. Blade Master wanting to finish things off here, and, well, there is that Windwalk in order to get back. OC. OC has the smaller army, but that is because he's been strategically trying to sacrifice himself to take down some of these buildings. There's only 1,200 hit points standing between victory and defeat, and this is one of those situations where you wonder, if there was a Tauren chieftain with Shockwave, how much damage it could possibly do. Shadowhunter being forced to keep back here. There are raiders. The army is still very much nearby with Hex. Meanwhile, this lone Blade Master trying to finish off this last, well, all of these buildings here, plenty of buildings. Oddly enough, the orc burrows each have a peon inside, and they will be dealing damage back against that, back against the Blade Master if it tries to attack those non-fortified buildings. Manual of Health getting taken down here. Shadow Hunter, well, could easily get off another healing wave. This is a bit of a risky choice here, trying to get a little bit of extra gold. And what I am surprised about, though, is HuG is not buying scrolls of healing from the shop. Scrolls of healing from the shop would be incredibly useful, and he has the gold for it. Not quite sure why he isn't doing exactly that, and he is completely leaving these buildings wide open right now. All right, completely wide open, easy attacks. Engagement could be coming in, and this is a problem indeed. Shadow Hunter, Spirit Walkers are down here. Are they all spotted? Well, yeah, Raider's gonna come across. Oh, Raider is going to get in that damage now and now try to finish off some of these buildings. There is just simply not enough time. There are no additional peons whatsoever. Shadow Hunter now needs to try and retreat all the way back. Perhaps even use a scroll of speed. If the Blade Master and the Shadow Hunter are going to be able to finish off this Ultra of Storms, it is going to be one building and one building only left standing in between everything as the Shadow Hunter now transitions over. All right, going after this building. Blade Master is right there. Army is coming in from behind. Blade Master trying to get it off an ensnare here as this Blade Master is going to be hiding in the, well, hiding right here as all of the units are retreating back. All right, Blade Master perhaps going to try and focus down this War Mill. War Mill down to 700, or taking 10 damage per swipe pretty much, as the Shadow Hunter, well, going to lose that Raider alongside him. All right, what is this Shadow Hunter going to do? Head back off to the north. Blade Master now going to retreat back. And could this actually be a draw? This might be one of those situations where we get actually into a draw situation. Right? Blade Master now going after the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter can easily just hang over right here. There are Orc Burrows that are going to be providing a little bit of cover. There you are. Shadow Hunter, head back over to the Orc Burrows, stand amongst all of those units. And, well, there's a quick Hex. Why even waste the mana like that? Just, if you're gonna hex him while he's gonna be vulnerable to damage. Spirit Walkers, Grunts, all pretty much creating a wall around that War Mill. And this Blade Master gonna try and, can it actually sneak damage onto this building here? Yes, it can. And then going to get some damage onto that War Mill here in just a second. There you are, going after that War Mill, breaking Windwalk onto the Spirit Walker, interestingly enough. And now in comes the Hexes. All right, Blade Master is caught in a corner right there, suffering a little bit of damage. There's a little bit more damage, quickly going to Windwalk away. No reveal coming in from the Goblin Laboratory to show that Blade Master and perhaps keep him in check a little bit longer. Simon, thank you for the Patreon pledge. Yeah, that will definitely help out. Getting a little bit of support every month. That's pretty much what I need. So yeah, Simon, thank you for that. Coming back around off to the north, though, Blade Master going to be making its way around. Shadow Hunter taking a little bit of damage. There is a healing wave right there. He wanted to wait until the Blade Master was nearby, unable to do exactly that, as now, well, the Blade Master, if it breaks Windwalk, it is going to be directly next to here. Circlets of Nobility given to the Shadow Hunter for extra mana protection. And the Blade Master here, unable to try and break Windwalk onto the Shadow Hunter, as it would actually get himself trapped in a position and not have enough Windwalk to break back out. Oh, there's a little bit of damage. Oh, 284 critical strike. Shadow Hunter could get taken down. Shadow Hunter does get taken down, and the Blade Master is now currently, well, still alive, going after those remaining buildings. Level 4 Shadow Hunter is gone. And now, what can this Blade Master really hope to do? Try and deal damage back to this War Mill. But I think the War Mill might actually win out in the fight. The War Mill, it depends on the level of upgrade on the spiked barricades. If this building has enough hit points, it could actually kill the Blade Master before the Blade Master could attack back. All right, There goes the peon there. Are we going to perhaps see some repairs? That would actually be kind of cute right now, trying to repair some of these buildings. Blademaster did get, I believe, did not even get one strike off here, as this is going to get taken out. Peon now trying to run away. It could actually hide into this corner and then trying to repair from this backside, perhaps. No, Orc Burrow, everyone is just hiding inside right there. Blademaster suffering damage, but he is spirit linked, so he is spreading out that damage even further. All right, poor peon trying to run back here. That peon's going to get taken down. This peon is going to get taken out as well. Blademaster getting very close to level 6, and this game is still... Yeah, didn't transfer the circlets back. Purple BM damage is rather high right now, and that's all he really needs. Plus 24 damage, 240 critical strikes down here. Not repairing with that peon, that could have been the difference. We're looking at the Blademaster here up to 500 hit points, so I believe he has enough to actually deal damage here. Meanwhile, there's a healing wave bouncing around, and Spirit Link still right there as well, making sure that that Blademaster is not going to end up falling anytime soon. What is OC doing? OC is getting in a little bit more gold, perhaps going to try and finish off the forest trolls here and then set up one more building somewhere. He has a large amount of lumber, and he's just going after Murlocs and all of these other units here. We do see one Spirit Walker joining in on the fight here. Blademaster trying to figure out what he could possibly do, as these buildings are going to be reflecting a bit of damage back as well, but natural regeneration from strength, helping mitigate some of that critical damage. Barracks looks like it's about to get taken down. Blademaster attacking pretty quickly. That is a lot of agility and bonus armor as well. Meanwhile, OC finishing off another trapper off to the north here. Is he trying to get enough gold to build another building? That would be hilarious, but it's going to be quickly revealed, right? It's going to be revealed pretty much in an instant. Blademaster now down to 295 hit points. Can't really hope to finish off a 400 hit point building easily, especially if there's just a Shadow Hunter nearby as well. All right, going to be going in right after here. He decides against a Shadow Hunter with Spirit Walkers all ready to just engage once more. Blademaster by itself looking to take down the Bestiary, and slowly but surely. He can't... Sappers don't cost... Sappers don't add to supply. Right? Yeah, Sappers do not add to supply. Alright. Well, if he's trying to get gold for... No, oh, he has Dust of Appearance. Why would he get Dust of Appearance?
A player's forces are under
All right, last peon has been scouted out. It's going to get taken down. Well, he bought Dust of Appearance.
The town is under siege.
Okay, off to the north here, Spirit Walkers with range attack going up against the buildings. Yeah, 5 damage, that actually makes perfect sense. Just bring the Spirit Walkers over to that battle, and with the Spirit Walkers in that battle, this building's been on fire forever. Somehow it's not burning down. But yeah, bringing Spirit Walkers keeps your hit points pretty consistent, as well as the Blademaster now going to be making its way back off to the north. Yeah, if he bought an invul potion, if he was able to get an invul potion or something else, Dust of Appearance was not the right call there. But all right, let's see. Is he gonna try and go for it? All right, going after it. There's a hex damage. Yep. Yep. Not gonna work. Not gonna work.
The town is under siege.
All right. HuG winning out that battle. Yep, it's... Yep, I thought Goblin Sapper maybe, but Goblin Sapper you kind of need to like kind of trick your opponent into it, and you have to have like the right timing at night. Blade Master needs to be there. A lot of weird things need to happen, but yeah, very odd ending to a game.